It is blustery, it is overcast, but it's Wednesday night in Delaware County. It's Game 2 of the Delco League Championship Series just underway from Cardinal O'Hara High School, pitting the Aston Valley Knights against the Upper Darby Blue Sox. Upper Darby with a 1-0 lead in the series after winning Game 1 last night, 1-0. Vinny Pareto leading off for Aston Valley against Matt Rubin, the right-hander for Upper Darby. He's got a 2-1 count. The pitch is low. He checks his swing. They appeal. No swing. 3-1 the count. It'll be Pareto followed by Kenya Motley and Sean Edevane to lead off for Aston Valley as we get underway. Here in the top half of the first, in what right now appears to be a race against time, as Pareto hits that one down the right field line. Foul headed in our direction. In the right field corner here at Cardinal O'Hara. Thanks for being with us here tonight. So full count to the leadoff man, Vinny Pareto. The left fielder for the Knights takes high, and he is aboard with a leadoff walk. Aston Valley had a leadoff base hit and a walk to start the game last night. Did not get another hit until the top of the 7th, as Sam Wright was outstanding for the Blue Sox, the 2 seed in the playoffs. The Knights, the 6 seed. A string of upsets and elimination game victories for Aston Valley as Kenya Motley takes ball 1. Rubin from the stretch kicks and delivers. Motley takes ball 2. That's high, 3-0 the count. Apologize for any background noise. We are right behind the Blue Route 476 here through Marple Township. It is a bit breezy, and Motley takes a strike as weather appears imminent. We're going to try to play as much baseball as we can tonight. Game 3 scheduled for Friday evening at Buggy Field at Sun Valley High School. As Rubin turns and throws to first, 3-1 the count to Motley. Motley, the shortstop for the Knights. Pareto extends his lead. Motley fouls it back. Matt Rubin on the mound, opposed by left-hander Anthony Giordano for Aston Valley here in Game 2. The pitch. That one is hit up in the air down the right field line. Foul ground. Joe Supa sliding, can't make the grab. So Motley stays alive. I'll also apologize in advance if we have to clatter out of the way of a baseball. Back. Sean Edevane, the right fielder, waiting on deck. Rubin kicks, fouled off out of play. Swung on and missed. Motley down on strikes for out number 1. So that brings up Sean Edevane. Edevane, the right fielder, batting from the left side. And the man on and 1 out. And Rubin throws over. Vinny Pareto back safely. First pitch to Edivane, taken high, 1-0. First baseman Tyler August waits on deck. We'd heard some rumblings that he might throw on the mound. Ball thrown back quickly in. It'll just be a long single for Edivane. Fine, the veteran played that well off of the fence here in right field. Edivane hit that ball real hard. And they hold him to a single, but Pareto goes from first to third. So runners at the corners with 1 out for Tyler August. He takes ball 1. Now Ruben steps off. Edivane the runner at first, Pareto the runner at third. 1 out. Here in the top half of the first, Upper Darby and Aston Valley, Game 2 of the Delco League Finals. Pitches inside. Now that's going to bring a mound visit from Dave Jordan, the longtime manager of the Blue Sox. The infield comes in, coalescing around Ruben. Upper Darby making its 4th consecutive Delco League Finals appearance, 2021. They earned their first Delco League title, and they did it with a 5-game series win against these very same Aston Valley Knights. Last 2 years, Wayne winning the title in 5 games over Upper Darby. A couple of in those series, especially 2022, Game 1 and Game 5, all-timers. Pitch to August, in for a called strike. The mound visit does its job. Aston Valley, the 6th seed, with a losing record this season, knocked off top-seeded Wayne in the semifinals. Edivane runs, August swings and fouls it back. Aston Valley took on Chester in the quarterfinals. Game 1 of that series at Chester had to be suspended with a tie score. They went and they finished it the next night. Chester took the 1-0 lead. Aston Valley won games 2 and 3 to upset Chester and move on to the semifinals as August takes a ball 3-2 the count. Matt Rubin throwing a lot of pitches early in this one. And then Wayne with a couple of squeakers out of Devon Prep last week in the first 2 games of the semifinals. And Aston Valley swept the 2 games at Buggy Field to force a Game 5 as August swings it, hits that one in the air just behind second base. Drifting over is the Upper Darby second baseman. That's Tim Ford, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up Corey Pritchard. Game 5 between Aston and Wayne started last Saturday at Monsignor Bonner. Devon Prep unavailable that day. They played 11 innings. Then the rains came. On Sunday night, they returned back to Devon Prep, and it was Aston Valley that came away with the win and a spot in the Delco League Finals. First pitch to Pritchard, misses for a ball. Somebody is throwing for Upper Darby. Just can't quite see who it is. Ruben from the stretch. The runner goes in there for a called strike. Edivane takes second base. So 1-1 the count, 2 in scoring position for Corey Pritchard, a prime opportunity for Aston Valley. That one misses outside. No score here at Cardinal O'Hara. Home half of the first inning. Upper Darby taking on Aston Valley in Game 2 of the Delco League Championship. First pitch from Anthony Giordano into center fielder Brendan Till. Pitch swung on and hit in the air down the right field line. Fine comes in, but it's Ford, the second baseman, over towards the line in fair territory, and he will make the catch for out number 1. So Gavin Brown steps to the plate, playing third base tonight. Bats from the left side. First pitch from Ruben is high. So we're talking in the first inning about the perennial powerhouse that Wayne has been. These two teams are the ones that have really, since that run began for Wayne, as Gavin Brown swings and misses, these are the teams that have been the ones to do the job against Wayne in the postseason, and either push them to the limit or knock them out. As Ruben misses outside. Aston Valley with a couple of semifinal wins back in 21 and 24. This time as a 6th seed. And now the count goes to 3-1 on Brown. Aston Valley has staved off elimination. They are 5-0 in elimination games in this postseason. As Brown takes a strike. And in games where they are not under threat of being eliminated, they are 0-4. There's probably something to that. As Brown swings and misses, Ruben has his 3rd strikeout of the night. There's something about that back-to-the-wall mentality that really helps teams. And they have capitalized in a major way, and they find themselves down 3-0 early in this one as Zach Zarnecki steps in, rips one foul off the backstop. Zarnecki threw all 6 innings last night, a complete game. He gave 1 run. It came on a passed ball with the bases loaded. In the 5th inning last night, he gave up 6 hits. Just a 1 run, a couple of strikeouts, the hard luck loser in that one. He takes a called strike. Seen him play a little third base in these playoffs as well, serving as the designated hitter tonight here at Cardinal O'Hara. I can't tell if it's starting to lightly rain or if it's just a mist blowing around as he takes inside. If it stays like this, I imagine they'll be able to play through it. Whether we can broadcast through it or not, that remains to be seen. Swung on and missed. And that will do it for the Knights here in the second. No runs, hits, errors, none left. After a rocky start, Matt Rubin is sent down 5 in a row through an inning and a half. Upper Darby on top, 3-0. Bottom third of the order due up for Upper Darby here in the second. Blue Sox on top, 3-0. In Game 2 of the Delco League Championship Series, Blue Sox took Game 1 last night, which was moved to Buggy Field, as Buggy Field was in a much more playable condition than the field here at O'Hara. After the storms that came through, first pitch to Ant Kelly, taken for a strike. Kelly, the designated hitter, will be followed by third baseman Jason Hankins and shortstop Matt Query. 7, 8, 9 in the Upper Darby order. Giordano back out on the mound, swung on and missed, 0-2. It was Kelly who got on last night. His pinch runner is the one that scored the lone run in the ball game. Swung on and missed. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Anthony Kelly. One down for Jason Hankins.
Number 17, third baseman, Jason Hankins.
Hankins from Hartford Community College, down in Maryland, takes one low for ball one. Swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. A nice crowd out here tonight, braving the element, I guess we could call it. They say a light mistiness in the air. That one is hit out towards left. Pareto over towards the track. He'll make the catch for out number 2. I'll tell you, those balls that are hit to left field, this angle here can be very deceiving. Can't quite tell just how much giddy up those balls have. Both of the doubles by Fine and Strickland looked off the bat like they were going to leave the yard. The wind appears to be blowing from left to right and in a little bit, so that could be what kept them in the yard, as Giordano's first pitch to Query is low and away. Swung on and missed, fouled off. Again, if your stream drops out, or if we drop out rather, stick with us. It's a little windy tonight. It's a welcome respite from the weather we've had here this summer with the temperatures, but it does play a little bit with the equipment, so trying to bring you the action, so just bear with us and we'll do our best to stay on the air, and if we fall off, get right back on as Query swings and misses at the high heat from Giordano. 1-2. Pitch. That one is hit on a line out towards center. Barely having to move is the center fielder Pritchard, and he will make the catch. A couple of hard hit balls, but a 1-2-3 inning for Anthony Giordano. No runs, hits, errors, none left. We go to the third. It's 3-0 Upper Darby. We lost all our listenership. First pitch to Tyler Satterfield, the catcher for Aston Valley, taken for strike one here in the third inning. No runs across for Aston Valley. Upper Darby with the lead, 3-0. There's another called strike. It'll be Satterfield on the top of the order. Vinny Pareto and Kenya Motley, 9-1-2. That misses outside. Matt Rubin back on the hill for Upper Darby. Working from the stretch. Kicks and delivers. Taken low by Satterfield. Low and away. Now Satterfield's worked the count full at 3-2. Just missing outside. Satterfield draws a walk. Ends a stretch of 5 in a row retired by Rubin. Courtesy runner coming in for him. See if we can't detect who that might be. It appears to be Nate McBride. A bunt is laid down. McBride off to second. Fielded by Rubin. Tossed over to first just in time to get Pareto. Well executed by the Knights. Good defense. Some good PFPs there for Matt Rubin. So Kenya Motley struck out his first time up. He's got a runner in scoring position with one out. Swings the first pitch, pops it up, and that'll get out of play. Mentioned the crowd here at Cardinal O'Hara. If you're listening here at the field, make sure you stop by the table where the public address announcer is on the third base side and get yourself a program with team rosters and the schedule for the series, which of course subject to change as Rubin now spins and fakes the throw to second. One of the sillier rules that's been put into college sports in a long time is the requirement for a pitcher to at least fake a throw to second if he's going to step off with a runner there. So Motley takes high. Seen a lot of college baseball games, and not a single time has anyone been fooled. It's just a waste of time, and everybody looks silly. But that's just my opinion. The 2-1. That one's popped up foul. Supa runs at it, but it's out of play. The out of play lines are marked with chalk, just like the foul line. And it looks like they start at the edge of the cage in front of the dugout. So where we're sitting on a slightly up on a hill along the fence down the right field line is well out of play, but it's still in range, and there's a hill, a more pronounced hill down the third base line that is also out of play. As Motley takes high. Foul back off the backstop. The count full to Kenyon Motley. He'll be followed by Sean Edevane. One out here in the third. Aston Valley trailing at 3-0. Motley staying alive, doing a good job fouling pitches off. He's just missing as he's fouled them all straight back. The 3-2. Fouled straight back again. McBride, the courtesy runner at second. The 3-2 pitch to Motley. Guess what? He fouled it off, out of play. A lengthy at bat for the Aston Valley shortstop. Somebody throwing for Upper Darby, getting loose, and as Motley keeps working Ruben's pitch count up, that becomes more prevalent. And that one is chopped on the ground to third. Hankins goes across the diamond, just gets Motley. And the runner will stay where he is. So long at bat, but it ends in a ground out for Kenyon Motley, 2 down. So Sean Edevane singled and stole a base back in the first. He's up with a man on second, 2 outs. Aston Valley could really use a boost here as he fouls one off. Upper Darby 3 runs in the first inning after a 7-inning game with just 1 combined run last night. Off to a big start early for the Blue Sox, trying to take a commanding 2-0 lead in the series, but as we mentioned earlier, 2-0 ain't nothing to this Aston Valley group. They've been impossible to put away here in the postseason as Edevane takes high. Chester a 1-0 lead in a best of 3, gone. Wayne a 2-0 lead in a best of 5, listening from home. Upper Darby, with no designs of having the same fate befall them, Edevane fouls it out of play. They are in the mood to take a 2-0 lead and finish things off as early as Friday. The weather not looking good tomorrow, should this game need to be suspended. Then again, it didn't look good for yesterday, so another foul ball by Edevane. Ruben's pitch count has got to be getting up there, and it's mostly due to all the foul balls. A long at bat by Kenyon Motley. Sean Edevane putting in the work now. 1-2 the count to the right fielder. Ruben kicks. The pitch is low, 2-2. Should Edevane get aboard? Tyler August waits on deck. Started to talk about the rest of the series. Friday night, Game 3, Buggy Field, 5:45, weather permitting. Edevane hits that one a long way out towards us. That'll stay in play. Fine with a diving catch. The slide takes him out of play, but he made the catch in play. Some great defense for the Blue Sox here in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1. We go to the bottom half of the third. The Blue Sox lead at 3-0. First pitch from Anthony Giordano, way high off the backstop to Brendan Till. Top of the order for the Blue Sox, Till, Ford, and Berman. Here in the third, it's a 3-0 ball game for the second seed Blue Sox. High 2-0. The breeze has turned into a wind, which is wreaking a small modicum of havoc on my score sheets. Till takes a strike. That one's low, 3-1 the count to the center fielder Brendan Till. That's taken at the belt for strike 2. Till singled and scored on the double by Adam Fine in the first. On the ground towards second. Jake Moore gloves it over to first in time to get Till flying down the line. One away for Tim Ford. Ford walked his first time up. First pitch to him, misses for ball 1. Mentioned earlier, the youngster headed to Fordham University. And he takes a strike. If you believe in nominative determinism, Fordham seemed like it was written in the stars. In the air, down the right field line, headed back towards us, but it's going to stay in play for August. He'll make the catch in foul territory for out number 2. Sammy Berman hit into a fielder's choice, scored a run in the first. He bats with nobody aboard, 2 outs here in the third. Upper Darby again on top, 3-0. That's upstairs. 1-0 the count. Berman takes ball 2. The kick, the pitch in the dirt. How often do you see a pitcher get 2 quick outs and then suddenly lose the zone and walk the next guy on 4 pitches? It so often ends poorly for him. The 3-0, he gets the call there. That pitch looked a little low. The 3-1 the count to Berman. That's in the dirt, so Berman is aboard with a 2-out walk. We'll see if he tries to make something happen with his legs. That'll bring up Adam Fine. An RBI double in the first. A nice sliding grab in the top of the third. I'm about to say something I've never said at a Delco League game before. It's a little chilly here in Marple Township. The first pitch to Fine in for a strike. There's this gray soupiness to the sky that has been here since we got here. It makes it look like you're running out of daylight before you even started. Fine takes low. Sunset still sometime after 8 o'clock, but you feel like you're going to run out of light a little sooner than that. The wind blowing a little bit. Like I said, that mist seems to have stopped. It's fine. Hits that down the first base line, but it'll roll foul before it gets to the bag. Tyler August was waiting for it, not exactly sure when would be the best time to pick it up. So 1-2 the count to fine. 2 down, men on first. Here's the pitch. Takes that one upstairs. 2-2. One of the drawbacks sitting back here is the first base coach has now wandered directly into my line of sight with home plate. So I can't exactly tell you. I think that pitch was high. That one was definitely high over the head of Fine. Held on to by Satterfield. So the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's the pitch. The runner goes. The pitch is high. Back-to-back walks. Giordano had settled in after a rough first inning. He retired 6 in a row. Kind of the story of the early going of the series. Sam Wright retired 11 in a row yesterday for Upper Darby. Zarnecki had a stretch where he sent down 8 out of 9, and Rubin got 5 in a row. Giordano had 6 in a row, and the pitching seeming to dictate in the early going here in the championship. Giordano gets the first pitch to Christian Strickland in for a strike. Joe Supa on deck. Strickland back in the first. They gave Upper Darby a little bit of a cushion. Outside, 1-1. Yeah, folks out here in jackets, some long sleeves, some long pants, hoods. Looks more like early October than a week into August. Over for a strike. 1-2 the count. Pitch is fouled off. Can't tell if there's any activity in the Aston Valley bullpen. I can't see the Aston Valley bullpen. The 1-2. Swung on, hit out towards center. That one's going to drop in front of Pritchard in right center field. Coming around to score is Berman. Finds at third. It's an RBI single for Christian Strickland. And Upper Darby leads it 4-0. 3 RBIs on the day for the Blue Sox catcher. Strickland will be replaced on the base paths. Imagine that looks like it's John Amon. He spent a significant part of last year's finals courtesy running, and mentioned the courtesy runner that scored the winning run last night. It was he. First pitch to Joe Supa is high. Supa grounded out to end the first. That's fouled off. 1-1 the count. I did not see that ball, but I heard it land not too far away. Some fans down the right field line here got the right idea. Sitting in the car. A little risky, but runner goes. That one is hit up the middle, fielded by Motley. He'll have to go to first, and he will. No problem there. Not over side to side, but 2-out damage for the Blue Sox to get a run on 1 hit, 2 walks. Proved to be a killer. No errors. 2 left on base, 3 in the books. It's Upper Darby 4, Aston Valley 0. Top half of the 4th inning here at Cardinal O'Hara for Aston Valley. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They've left 3 for Upper Darby. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They've left 2. Tyler August swings the first pitch. Hits that one out towards center field, where it is tracked down by Brendan Till for out number 1. Corey Pritchard up now, 0 for 1. Takes a called strike. Upper Darby on top, 4-0. As we play here in the top of the 4th inning, Matt Rubin still on the mound for Upper Darby. Gets that one over for a called strike, 0-2. It'll be Pritchard and then Jake Moole for Aston Valley. And if you're the Knights, it's starting to get late early. As I say that one is poked down the right field line, but it's foul. So the count remains no balls and 2 strikes to Corey Pritchard. Pops that one up. Foul ground alongside third base. It'll stay in play for Hankins. 2 down. That is the trick of a lot of these high school fields, where there is a large amount of space. It's not as enclosed as, you know, a college or professional park would be. Moole takes high. You'll often see a line marked from a fence post to somewhere else, and that is the out of play line. If you're a fielder and there's a ball close, you want to make sure that you stay in play. If you can make that catch, the pitch is low, 2-0 to Moole. We saw Fine in the top of the 3rd come sliding in between those 2 lines, made the catch before he slid out of play. And that's low, 3-0. You see Rubin now do the same thing that Giordano did in the 3rd. He gets 2 outs, and now suddenly he's behind 3 balls and no strikes. Mool takes, and it's ball 4. There is nothing new under the sun, or under the clouds, as it were. So Gavin Brown, the third baseman, steps in. He's 0 for 1, struck out in the second inning. He's got a man on, 2 outs. Takes the first pitch high. Now someone has started to climb the mound in the Upper Darby bullpen, a right-hander. Quick throw over to first, sliding back safely is Mool. Some new bullpen mounds here for Cardinal O'Hara High School this season. The previous mounds that were just covered with a piece of turf and a rubber has swung on and missed. That remains, but a nice little brick or wood dirt buildup around it. It's now a little more cordoned off. It's a nice look for the Lions here. Foul out of play. Once again, the schedule for the series, Game 3 is set for Friday night, weather permitting. Any changes can be found on DelcoLeague.com as Brown takes up and away. Game 4, 2 o'clock Saturday at Buggy Field, as will be Friday night's Game 3, if necessary. Then Game 5, if necessary, right back here on Sunday. Swung on and missed. Brown is down on strikes for the second time tonight. And that'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base for the Knights. We go to the home half of the 4th. Upper Darby on top, 4-0. Bottom half of the 4th inning, Anthony Giordano still on the mound for Aston Valley. He's going to face a pinch hitter. Last night's pitcher for Upper Darby, Sam Wright, steps in, took ball 1, then takes a strike. It's 1-1. 4-0 Upper Darby. Swung on and missed. Another swinging strike, and Wright is down for the first out. Little taste of his own medicine. He fanned 10 last night. Allowed 1 hit in 6 innings as he got the win. And
Number 17, third baseman Jason Hankins.
I'll bring up Jason Hankins. Hankins 0 for 1. Takes low. 1-0. It's strange. You can feel the wind blowing, but the American flag that is hanging from the right field foul pole is not moving. It is hanging limp. Maybe it's just tired. Hankins fouls it off. That one's fouled back out of play as well. Query on deck for the Blue Sox, and then the top of the order should the inning continue. That's on the ground to short. Gloved by Motley. Throw to first in time. So that's 2 down for Upper Darby in the 4th.
Shortstop, Matt Query.
First pitch to Query is high for a ball, 1-0. Takes that one low, 2-0. There's a high fly ball. Motley's out there in left field, but it's the left fielder Prieto who's going to come on, and he will make the catch. I can't imagine that is going to get any easier as we start to lose light. But for now, a can of corn, 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the 5th. Upper Darby on top, 4-0. New pitcher for Upper Darby, right-hander Ben Thorpe on the mound here in the 5th. First pitch to Zach Zarnecki. Misses for a ball. The 1-0 is up and away. 2-0. Upper Darby on top, 4-0. They lead the series 1-0 here in the best of 5. Zarnecki tries to check his swing. No swing, says the first base umpire. This is one time where I actually have just as good a view as he does, and I disagree. We'll leave it at that. 3-0 over at the belt, 3-1. That one is hit in the air. It's foul out of play. Closes the book on Matt Rubin. 4 shutout innings. He allowed just 1 hit, struck out 5. He did walk 3. And that misses for ball 4. So Zarnecki, a leadoff walk. Just like Rubin starting the game, a walk to the first batter Ben Thorpe faces. So the starting pitchers for Upper Darby in this series, 10 innings, 2 hits, both of them coming in the first inning of the ball game. Of course, no runs yet for the Knights as Tyler Satterfield, the Aston Valley catcher, takes ball 1. Upper Darby a 1-0 winner last night, a 4-0 lead tonight. They got a man on in the 5th. Satterfield takes strike 1. The 1-1 to number 11 is in for a strike. Vinny Prieto waiting on deck. Yet to have an official at-bat. 2 plate appearances, a walk and a sacrifice bunt for Prieto. Satterfield as well drew a walk his first time up. 1-2, tries to check his swing. The home plate umpire says he didn't. He is down on strikes for out number 1. Top of the order for the Knights, 3rd time through. It's Vinny Prieto. Imagine Matt Rubin would still be out here if he just hadn't thrown so many pitches. As Prieto swings first pitch and taps that. Looks like he fouled it off his foot. So rolled all the way back to Thorpe, and he is down on a knee. Aston General Manager Mark Spiro coaching first base. Manager Dylan Everly out of 3rd. Both of them in to check on their leadoff man. He's hobbling around trying to walk it off. Like I said, that one got all the way back to the pitcher's mound. You saw how hard he hit it. But Rubin, like I said, 1 hit in 4 innings, no runs, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. A couple of long at-bats, specifically Kenyon Motley in the 3rd. With a runner on 2nd and 1 out. It was still a 3-0 game at the time. Not what you would call high leverage, but the highest leverage spot he found himself in during this game. And he threw a ton of pitches to Motley. Thorpe gets one in for a strike. 0-2. So that one at bat probably cost him this 5th inning. But he's still in line for the win, a 7-inning game. He threw 4. Outside, Strickland tried to frame it, but the umpire did not buy what he was selling. 2-2. 1-2 rather, to Vinny Prieto with Kenyon Motley on deck. That one on a line out to left field, and it drops in front of the left fielder, who slips and falls, and it will go all the way to the fence. Aston Valley is going to get its first run of the series. Sammy Berman came in, he pulled up, and then the ball got on him in a hurry. He slipped and fell. It is an RBI double for Vinny Prieto. Aston Valley has broken through. It's now a 4-1 game. So Kenyon Motley now, we mentioned with the long at bat. He's got a runner in scoring position just like last time, one away. It's that one out towards right, fine over towards the right field line. Makes the catch. The runner on second, Prieto, starts toward third, draws the throw. It's on line. He retreats. Sean Edivane, 1 for 2. He had the hit before that. That one is hit deep out towards center, but Till's got a read on it. Now he comes in. The wind swirling a little bit. Played with that one, but it keeps Edivane in the yard. And that'll retire the side, but Aston Valley breaks through. They get a run. They do it on a hit and a costly walk. No errors. They leave one. 4.5 down here at Cardinal O'Hara. It's Upper Darby 4, Aston Valley 1. Top of the order for Upper Darby here in the 5th. First pitch from Anthony Giordano over the head of Brendan Till, 1-0. Till has led off the first, the third, and now the 5th. Giordano, a bad first inning, a 1-2-3 second, a rough third inning, and a 1-2-3 fourth. His Knights have gotten a run. They're within 3. It's 4-1. A called strike. 1-1 the count to Till. It'll be Till, Ford, and Berman. Swung on and missed. Can't catch up to the heat. Little ball and 2 strikes. Just misses with that one. Count level 2-2. Called third strike. Brendan Till goes down looking. Giordano just missed on the previous pitch. Does not miss there. Third strikeout of the game for the Aston lefty. He's allowed 4 runs, 4 hits, and he's walked 3 and now struck out 3. One of those walks, Tim Ford, he's up now 0 for 1. Takes low and away. Swing and a miss. A big cut by Ford. He gets nothing but air. I mentioned the crowd out here braving the weather. Nice crowd up the first base line here. Some fans down the third base line. A number of fans over the fence in left field. Pitches upstairs for ball 2. Some with their SUVs backed up next to the bleachers out in left field, sitting with the hatchback open, protected from any rain. Nice view of the ball game. There may or may not be a beverage or two being nursed. That's really what it's all about, right? Giordano's pitch swung on and missed. So the count full to Tim Ford. That's high. Ford walks for the second time. 4th free pass issued by Giordano. So a man on for Sammy Berman. Berman hit into a fielder's choice in the first inning, drew a walk in the third, came around to score both times. In the dirt, ball 1. The Upper Darby left fielder batting from the left side. Slipped and fell as the ball from Vinny Pareto came out his way in the top half of the inning, and that's how Aston Valley got on the board. He swings and he hits that one foul into the trees behind the third base side. Based on where we usually broadcast from, that would have gone over our heads, as I likely would have had mine under the table. Although it would have had no chance to hit us. Can never be too safe. Pitch is high. Catcher Satterfield eyes the runner, but Ford is back safely. That one's across at the belt for a called strike. Giordano's pitch is low. So 2-2 the count. 1 down, bottom of the 5th. Tim Ford, the runner at first. Sammy Berman at the plate. Berman lofts it foul out of play. I think I had the count wrong. It's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Sox outfielder. That's way high. And Berman draws a walk. He is aboard safely for the second time and on the base paths for the third time. 5th walk issued by the Aston Valley southpaw. Adam Fine steps in. 1 for 1 with a walk. An RBI. First pitch. Pops it up. Motley behind the bag at second. He'll make the catch as the entire Aston Valley outfield trots in, and I wonder if they all thought there were 2 outs.
Catcher number 15, Christian Strickland.
So Christian Strickland comes up. He's 2 for 2, 3 RBIs. He's got a single and a double. He's got 2 aboard here. Can really put the screws on this one. The throw down to third as the runners go. He is out. Tim Ford caught stealing. Can't believe it. An interesting decision to send the runners there with your most productive player on the night at the plate. But he is caught stealing and out over the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base for the Blue Sox. 5 full in the books. We go to the 6th. It's 4-1 Upper Darby. Top of the 6th. Tyler August leading it off for Aston Valley. Takes ball 1. It'll be August, Pritchard, and Moole. Heart of the order, 4, 5, 6. The Knights with 6 outs to play with as August rips one through the right side for a base hit. Fine cuts it off. So August with a single. Third hit of the ball game for the Knights. 2 of them off of Thorpe in an inning plus. 1 through 4 innings off of tonight's starter, Matt Rubin. It's Corey Pritchard to the plate. He swings at the first pitch, loft center. Brendan Till takes 2 steps back and 1 to his left. And he retires Pritchard. Jake Moole now to the plate. Gavin Brown on deck. Moole 0 for 1. He walked in the 4th. As I was about to say, Aston Valley now with 5 outs to play with. They need 3 runs. And that one is coming our way. It's off the fence. Strike 1. In the dirt. 1-1 the count. Hooks that one high. 2-1 the count to Mole. See the wind starting to pick up, blowing Ben Thorpe's jersey. He gets one over for a strike. 2-2. Aston Valley will need to get one more on base here to get the tying run to the plate. And that one is looped down the right field line, but just foul. That's one thing, we do have a great view of fair or foul down this line here. And that one only missed by a couple of feet. That would have possibly rolled over to where the cars are parked, and Tyler August would likely have scored from first on that. An area known affectionately as Triple Town. Alas, just foul. 2-2 the count. Fouled out of play. You probably hear the wind whipping. An unseasonably cool evening here in Marple Township. Could be a lot worse, but a called third strike in for Jake Moole. A little bit of a delayed hand signal, the umpire calling it verbally. Jake Moole hangs his head. He is retired for out number 2. Second strikeout victim of the night for Thorpe. That brings up Gavin Brown. Gavin Brown, the 9th man, now in the order to face Ben Thorpe. He was 0 for 2. Matt Rubin struck him out twice. He fouls that one off. 0-1. Tyler August, the man on first. Swung on and hit in the air. That's foul. Out of play into the woods. Another baseball for the flora and the fauna. Go 2 high. 1-2 the count to Brown. Zach Zarnecki on deck. He walked to start the 5th. Scored the lone run for Aston Valley. Swung on and missed. Gavin Brown retired on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. A leadoff single stranded as Ben Thorpe sends down the next 3 batters. Upper Darby 3 outs away from a 2-0 series lead, but first they'll bat in the 6th. They lead it 4-1. Christian Strickland back to the plate for Upper Darby here to lead off the sixth. The Blue Sox up 4-1, looking to pad that lead. Takes the first pitch high from Anthony Giordano. Strickland 2 for 2, doubled in 2 runs in the first, singled in a run in the third. That's upstairs 2-0. That one is ripped out towards left center. Another hit for Christian Strickland, a 3 for 3 night for the Upper Darby catcher. Five hits allowed by Giordano, 3 of them to Strickland. And he will be replaced on the base pass once again by John Ammon. Ammon a threat to steal. You don't know if they're going to do that here. They've been caught twice already. Ammon, one of the victims. And there's a wild pitch, so never mind. Ammon over to second base. So 1-0. The count to Joe Supa. He takes ball 2. Supa over 2, couple of ground outs. A called strike, 2-1. After Supa, Sam Wright had pinch hit for Ant Kelly. So he's due up next. And that one's high. Giordano eyes the runner at second. Comes home with it. That swung on and missed. Now Supa down on strikes for out number 1, 4th strikeout for Giordano. So here comes Wright. Struck out his first time up. Takes one in the dirt off the chest of Satterfield, and Ammon's going to go to third on another wild pitch. So now Dylan Everly is going to come out to the mound and have a chat with Giordano. Giordano into the mid-90s with his pitch count. And the one thing, if Aston does not mount the comeback in the top half of the 7th, the one thing you were going to be able to say is that at least they've preserved some pitching. Zarnecki threw all 6 innings last night. Giordano pitching into the 6th tonight. It looks like he's going to stay on the mound for now. Yeah, he's still out there after the mound visit. Then again, with the day off, at least one day off, based on how things could go with the weather, if you probably could bring them back if you get to a game 4, as Wright takes high 2-0. John Ammon, the runner at third. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and a strike. Even with the clouds, it is noticeable that the daylight is starting to fade. Swung on and missed 2-2. We shouldn't be in danger in the 7th. You can also notice the scoreboard looks a little bit brighter. Swung on and missed, so that's one heck of a mound visit by Dylan Everly. Giordano sends right down on strikes for the second time. He's got 5 strikeouts, 4 of them coming in the last 10 batters. He's also issued 5 walks on the night. So Jason Hankins comes up 0 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Giordano from the stretch kicks. That's low and away, 2-0. Aiming at third, looking to provide an insurance run. Hankins at the plate, swings, fouls it off. 2-1. Aston Valley in the top half of the 7th will send Zarnecki, Satterfield, and then Prieto 8-9-1 to the plate unless a move is made. That one is nubbed back toward the Upper Darby dugout. Sent somebody scampering, even though there is a fence. So 2-2 the count to the Blue Sox third baseman. Giordano set at the belt, 2-2. That is high off the backstop. Amon was already halfway home when the pitch was thrown. He is in with the 5th run of the game for Upper Darby. A leadoff single by Christian Strickland. 3 wild pitches. Not the first 3 pitches to be wild like that, but the first ones to come with a runner on. And Amon matriculates his way around the bases. 1 wild pitch during the at-bat of each of the next 3 batters. As that one is fouled back by Hankins, so the count remains full. And an insurance run that, if you're Aston Valley, has just got to be demoralizing. 3 runs was a lot. 4, well, it's that much more. Swung on and missed. Giordano strikes out 3 in a row, but at what cost? A leadoff single, 3 wild pitches. Score a run on 1 hit. No errors. None left on base. We head to the top half of the 7th. Upper Darby trying to take a commanding lead in this series. They lead at 5-1. New pitcher for Upper Darby, Dom Murata. First pitch fouled off by Zach Zarnecki. Takes a called strike, 0-2. Top of the 7th, Upper Darby on top, 5-1 Aston Valley. 3 outs to work with. They need 4 runs to extend this one. Taken high. Murata got the save last night. Not a save situation tonight, thanks to that insurance run. A called third strike. Zarnecki down looking. He's retired for out number 1. Rubin started the game for Upper Darby, 4 shutout innings. The big right-hander Ben Thorpe comes in, and another big right-hander, Dom Murata, makes quick work of Zarnecki to start the inning. That pitch to center field misses high. That's in for a strike, 1-1. Vinny Prieto due up next. In the dirt. 2-1. We got a Yahtzee on the scoreboard. We had number 11 at the plate. We had 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. And now the 2-1. It's taken for strike 2, 2-2. In the dirt, count full. Aston Valley thus far tonight has had just 2 base runners past second base. One of them was in the first inning. The pitch. A called third strike. Satterfield was on his way to first base. He looks back. He can't believe it. That is 2 backwards Ks here in the 7th for Aston Valley, and that's not how you want to go down if you're going to go down. And the phrase is literally go down swinging. So through the doors of the Last Chance Saloon walked Vinny Prieto, and he hits a fly ball out to center field. Till is over, and that will do it for this one. Your final score, Upper Darby 5, Aston Valley 1. The Blue Sox take a 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 Delco League Championship Series. And they'll try to close out their second championship on Friday night at Buggy Field. Game time set for 5:45. Obviously, the weather a factor this week here in the Philadelphia area, so keep an eye on DelcoLeague.com for any changes to the schedule. But this one is in the books. Upper Darby, 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They leave 3 on base. Aston Valley, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. They leave 6. That will be something they look at as part of where this game went wrong. The win to Matt Rubin. The loss to Anthony Giordano. Time of the game was 1 hour and 55 minutes here at Cardinal O'Hara High School. We'll be back on Friday night, weather permitting, at Buggy Field at Sun Valley High School. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Once again, Upper Darby 5, Aston Valley 1. The Blue Sox a win away from their second Delco League Championship.